Okay. Anjara, Nicole, Derby, Carlos, Davis, Emily, Racine, and Pesha. Day six, first loss. Not a bad ratio percentage, but not the best. Nicole, you're the captain. You had to sell your tribe's creation. Tell me a little bit about what you thought about your tribe's creation, the judges, and overall the past immunity challenge and your role as a coach in it.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have headphones.
It's okay.
But um, basically, I really like the amount of effort that some people put into the challenge. Really impressed me. I think we did really good for what we had to work with, and I can see where some of the judges were coming from, saying that we had different aesthetics and maybe it's too cartoonish, and then we had a real camel, and it was all kind of a lot. Um, I can definitely, I think they were correct in that. While I love our tri flag, I can see how different things would improve it, definitely. Um, but yeah, defending was hard because it's tough when you're like on the spot and they're asking questions and then they're saying things that you don't agree with. But I don't know, I just get frazzled in those kind of situations sometimes, not always. But when I could see where they're coming from, that was the hard part because I didn't really have anything to defend it with. Just kind of like, okay, yeah. But I think I could have done a better job defending it against other tribe flags, such as the Mental Tribe and the Mandaba Tribe. I think I dropped the ball on that part a little.
Does lose? Would you have rather lost like Madaba did with like 40 points, or does losing by 1 point make it worse or better?
Um, I That's hard. I think I definitely rather do better in the challenges because yeah, we lost, but we showed what we're capable of. And 1 point in the end, it sent us to tribal, but we still got that like boost from giving like a kick-ass flag in the end, and not some purple piece of crap.
Yeah, you
I don't know.
guys gave a fantastic performance, and I'll state for the record, since everything's said and done, your guys was my favorite. I did out of the tens you got 110 from me. So good job. You lost though. First time here as tribal council. You know what's coming up. Somebody's leaving. Then a coach's vote is happening. What's weighing on your mind? And you also have a Salvation Cup to hand out to whoever you feel is MVP, most important, most social to you, you're most connected to. Like, how is tribal like how is this all weighing on you?
Um, it's a lot, especially because you keep asking me questions here. Um, like I even forgot all of them already.
Just like how's tribal council weighing on you, and think about the three things. Like, you know somebody's leaving, you know you have to give your Salvation Cup away, and then you know there's a coach's vote.
Okay, yeah. So with being a coach, it's so different than being a player. I mean, you're really not essential in the voting process for who's going home. And I think that's pretty evident. Like, no one's coming to me and being like, we're doing this, we're voting this way. Because really, it doesn't matter what I think about it at this point in the game. So that's definitely really strange, and for me, at least. And
That is
then with
kind of
this
weird. I want
big,
to mention. So your tribe has not talked to you really about how things are breaking down tonight.
no, not really. I mean, when we were working on the challenge, it was pretty evident who was going home, just based on people's comments.
Which
And
is what? Enlighten me.
okay, um, well, basically, people were very upset with Emily. I mean, she came in the call and she tried to give some ideas and then basically just left, like really abruptly. And right after she left, it was just like, I really don't like Emily. Like everyone said that pretty much word for word.
Now, should this
So,
be an easy tribal council?
I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know. That's all I know about it. So, I don't know what they're saying behind the scenes or anything. But from what I can see as the coach, yeah, it should be easy, but who knows?
That's just it's. I just find it shocking that a coach isn't certain as to what's happening on their tribe. Dave, did you do you how's Nicole as a coach for you?
Um, a good coach. She helped us a lot during the challenge and helped us design the flag. So I'm happy with her as a coach.
Um, do you feel comfortable talking a strategy to your coach?
Um, some, I guess, some strategy, maybe not all, because you don't know what the coach's part's going to be later in the game.
So in this vote, you was this more of a player oriented discussion, a tribe oriented discussion? Did it involve everybody, just side people, or the coach as well? For you, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think that everybody knows who's going to go home tonight, including the coach.
Okay, so it's pretty much same. Carlos, for you, is it pretty much a general consensus?
Yeah, it's pretty much set in stone, and can't do anything about it.
Would you be shocked if you were sent home tonight?
Um, well, now that you put it in my mind, I can't say I would be, but I know what's going to happen. So yeah, I would be shocked.
Awesome. All right, Derby. You have to unmute, honey.
Well, I know my name has been thrown around, so the votes. I mean, I could be voted out, but
How's your name been thrown about? Let me know. Fill me in.
um, it's just been kind of. I haven't gotten to talk to a few people that much. It's our schedules haven't met up and stuff, so it's just not lack of communication.
All right. Thank you, Miss Derby. Let me just ask you one more question. So, this is the physical tribe, which means that you guys are expected to excel at competitions in Survivor. You fought hard this challenge, but the first one, you won because of Nicole. And then this time, you actually come up short by 1 point. Do you at all feel like this tribe was miscast?
Oh, me? No, I don't. I feel like we have similar personalities and have the willingness to compete to the fullest, and we just keep coming up short.
Okay. Carlos.
Same question.
No, what are you basing your vote on tonight?
My vote is based on who would benefit my game later on, and who would help the whole tribe in competitions and help me in the game.
Does Emily being on the outside of this tribe, does it have anything to do with her being a vet in this game?
I don't think so. I think it has more to do with her not helping as much. The first competition she didn't really perform the best. She got 1 point, and then she went to she did the redo, like the tiebreaker, and she lost that day, and that was fine. No one blamed her for it. But I think this time around, she kind of should have stepped up and said like, okay, I'm gonna prove myself as a competitor, and I'm gonna help you guys, instead of just kind of like sitting back and say I want to sit out.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Sandy, can I say something?
Yeah, of course.
I think what was really strange for a lot of us here was that, yeah, we're the physical tribe, and I think all four of us, like, really wanted to play in this challenge. But then there were some people who were like, just sit me out. I don't want to play this one. And I think that was really strange, because it's kind of like, like, we need your help.
That is strange. And how does that make you feel? Because it's like so early in the game, you'd expect people to be very gung-ho about competing, and you have half of a tribe who's not gung-ho to compete in this second challenge. Is that a little bit of foreshadowing about what's to come?
I hope not. I mean, I really want people to be active because it makes it so much more fun. And also, we're probably going to win if people are here. I mean, if they're not here, we're obviously going to lose. So I really want people to step up. And I don't know if they were scared to do another challenge because we kind of really sucked at the first one. Um, I don't know what it was, and I don't know.
Well, we're about to find out something. A few things. With that being said, it's time to vote. Message me in PM. Carlos, you're up first. Davis. Derby. PM's on Skype, guys. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, Nicole, it is now time for you to cast and hand over your salvation cup. Please do that in PMs right now. Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. The person receiving the salvation cup tonight and eligible of being voted out, Carlos.
Thank you, Nicole.
You're welcome. You guys, it was really hard. You got, like, the three of you here seriously pulled your weight, like, really.
I'll read the votes. First vote. Derby. Emily. 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 We're at 3 votes for Emily, 1 vote for Derby. The third person voted out of Survivor Jordan. Emily. Emily,
Hashtag blindside.
you need to bring me your torch. You are no longer part of this portion of the game. As part of the Anjara tribe, you will head over to the ghoul-infested cemetery along with KM and Melissa. Correct? The rest of y'all, congrats on surviving. You can head back to camp.